Reggie, I just sold my car online.
Let's go, Grandpa. Wait, you did?
Yep, on Carvana. Just put in the license plate, answered a few questions, got an offer in minutes. Easier than setting up that new digital picture frame.
You don't say.
Yeah, they're even picking it up tomorrow. Talk about fast.
Wow, way to go. So, about that picture frame.
Forget about it. Until Carvana makes one, I'm not interested.
Car selling made easy. On
Carvana.
pickup fees may apply.
This episode is presented by State Farm. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the protection of an offensive guard on the football field, but getting an elementary school crossing guard. Sure, they're both guards, but you can only trust one to keep your quarterback safe when the game is on the line. So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Game's over. Time to check my fantasy scores.
You using a VPN?
Why?
Because using public Wi-Fi without a VPN is like leaving your wallet open on the table.
Oh. Time to up my defense.
McAfee Secure VPN keeps your personal information private and is included in all McAfee plans starting at just $39.99 for your first year. Sign up at McAfee.com/online protection.
On December 12th, Disney Plus invites you to go behind the scenes with Taylor Swift in an exclusive 6-episode docuseries.
I wanted to give something to the fans that they didn't expect.
The only thing left is to close the book.
The end of an era. And don't miss Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour, the final show, featuring for the first time the Tortured Poets Department. Streaming December 12th, only on Disney Plus.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire wrong. So then I'm doing IT, and when I go to plug the servers in, they become sentient, and they won't let us access our network unless we forward their chain emails and memes to more and more and more people, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant finds and invites best-fit candidates to apply, so you can discover talent you may have missed. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Do you know there's a thing called noise pollution?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Growing up in New York City, you hear about it all the time.
Have you not heard of it?
No.
Okay. What a nice life you live.
Mean streets of Westport, Connecticut. We don't have noise pollution.
Westport, Connecticut. Did I tell you, Maze?
You were right.
We were watching a movie, and there's a character who's from Westport. I think that's where Tom's from.
What movie?
Was it Carbon Copy, or was it the other movie we were watching? Carbon Copy, yeah. Denzel Washington's first film.
Is that right?
Yep, it was a comedy.
Denzel.
Denzel.
Did you know that's how you pronounce his name, Tom?
Oh, no. Really?
Yeah, Denzel.
We've been doing it wrong this whole time.
It's like Brendan Fraser, not Frazier.
Denzel.
Has he been on the record saying his name and he says Denzel?
Mm-hmm.
My name's not pronounced Denzel. My name's pronounced Denzel.
Oh.
I'm Denzel Jr. My father's Denzel Hayes Washington Sr. I'm Denzel Hayes Washington Jr. My mother would say, Denzel, and we both show up. So she said, from now on, you're Denzel.
Well,
that's how it got pronounced Denzel.
Oh, that's smart.
Speaking of mispronouncing names, did you guys see that new Luca commercial?
Maybe?
The bad actor one or bad guy thing?
No, not the court case. That's the old one. We moved on. We got a new Luca commercial.
Okay.
And Amin, I know that we've locked our ass-on performances of the year over on Cinephobe. We did our year-end wrap-up of the worst performances of the year.
What's Cinephobe?
Tom, that's the podcast where Zach Harper and I watch movies that are poorly rated on Rotten Tomatoes and try to ascertain whether they're accurately poorly rated or maybe they didn't get a fair shake. Cinephobe is produced by Anthony Mays. Get it wherever you get podcasts. And as of the release of this episode, the most current episode we have is Dashing Through the Snow, starring Ludacris and Lil Rel Howery. Two incredible ass-on performances, but you're saying to me, Maze, that there's a greater performance than that.
I'm saying don't lock your awards just yet until you listen to this.
To whom it may concern, it's me, Luka Doncic. I'm sorry for being a bad man. So consider these shoes an apology.
My shoes?
Just bear with me. I'm trying to change my ways. Sorry for all the yelling.
You know I get defensive.
Sorry, Vosges. Your old job, it sucked. What do you even do now?
do you mean, what do I do now?
Sorry, Boban. No one makes a size 30. Furthermore, I'm sorry, okay? The only nice thing about me is my shoes. P.S. There's no gift receipt.
Sorry, Vosges.
Sorry, what?
Sorry, Vosges.
Luka was not bad until that little laugh at the end.
Luka was fine.
He was fine.
That's not who I'm talking about.
Laugh at the end was...
The first laugh, though, because he's not really sorry.
Yeah.
That's funny. Comedy.
Boban was terrific.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great. Polished actor.
Who do we think the ref was supposed to be? Is that Billy Kennedy?
It's Eric Lewis. It's our friend.
I feel like it was a mix of like Jimmy Capers and Billy Kennedy.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, I don't get the commercial. What does Woj have to do with it?
I'm dying to know.
You guys don't know?
No.
This isn't difficult. CAA. CAA. Case closed.
Okay. Well, Tom and I are out here trying to search for the contention between Luka and Woj.
How many Luka stories has this guy broken? What's the biggest Luka story of Luka's career?
This year.
Motherfucker was out in the wall fighting off the White Walkers, whatever the fuck he was doing.
He was sleeping for the first time ever.
I remember I got a couple texts about it, and I just shut my phone off and went to bed.
He's out there with fucking Jon Snow trying to figure out, hey, man, it's not so bad living up here forever, middle of nowhere. It's freezing all the time.
If I'm kind of out on what the point is, then I guess most fans are probably thinking the same thing. What does Woj have anything to do with Luka? I don't understand.
This idea that, he was on the Luka beat and Luka was difficult to... I mean, okay, sure. Whatever you want. Whatever you want to do. Hey, guys, who am I?
Amin is looking at some scribbled notes in a hat.
That's how I read letters.
Absolute joy.
That's how I read letters. I have a big dumb look on my face, and then I look at whatever gift I've received with a dumb smile, and I look back at it.
I love this so much. Sorry, Vosges. Your old job, it sucked.
I am so confused by it all.
I love the idea that Luka is zero fucking clue. Did you want me to say what? Okay. He's never said that name before in his life.
Nope. Asson of the year.
It's amazing.
Vosges.
My assignment. Uncover why the association inspires more conspiracy theories in volume and salience than any other U.S. sport.
You've heard of the Illuminati.
The truth is out there, but so are lies.
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them.
The NBA has always been controlled by about 8 people.
Denial is the most predictable of all human responses.
If you're only using 10% of your brain, you don't even know that you're using 10% of your brain.
The NBA Illuminati.
If coincidences are just coincidences, why do they feel so contrived?
The Illuminati.
But you start to follow the money, and you don't know where the f*** it's going to take you.
It is unspoken. They have influence among other players.
The NBA Illuminati.
I don't have time for your convenient ignorance.
Maybe I'm a conspiracist now as well.
That's all it took. Oh, we got books, we got schools. You saw a video on YouTube.
Why my eyes, sir? You've never used them before.
We are the basketball Illuminati.
This is Basketball Illuminati. I am Tom Haberstroh. It is our last show of 2025. And as always, I am joined by the 5-star Illuminati generals, Amin Elhassan, producer Anthony Mays.
Members of the Illumination can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/countthedings. You can also show your support by wearing a Third Eye hat or a Basketball Illuminati shirt or hoodie. Check out the link in the show notes or go to the Count the Dings store on Cotton Bureau and keep that third eye open.
We're going to go deep into the archives and look back on the year of 2025, a prophetic year, I would say, that a lot of our premonitions came true, our prophecies came true in 2025. And also, we were before the mainstream media on a lot of things, and we're going to go review those things so you can keep your third eye open on 2026 and keep it right here and tell all your friends about Basketball Illuminati, the show that predicts the future. But first...
Hello, listener. It's Producer Mays here to talk to you about Chime. You know what shouldn't cost money? managing your money. These old school banks with their monthly fees and their overdraft fees and minimum balance fees and fees on your fees, and they fee you when you're feeing. Not Chime. Chime is changing the way people bank. It's fee-free. That's free of fees, not fees of fees. And it's built for you. It's not another banking app. They unlock smarter banking for everyday people with products like MyPay, which gives you access to up to $500 of your paycheck anytime. And now the Chime card is a new way to build credit history with your own money and get rewarded every single day. No annual fees, no interest, no strings attached. And when you get qualifying direct deposits, you get 1.5% cash back on eligible Chime card purchases. Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today. It just takes a few minutes to sign up. Head to chime.com/basketball. That is chime.com/basketball.
Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services, a secured Chime Visa credit card, and MyPay line of credit provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. MyPay eligibility requirements apply, and credit limit ranges $20 to $500. Optional services and products may have fees or charges. See chime.com/fees info. Advertised annual percentage yield with Chime Plus status only. Otherwise, 1.00% APY applies. No min balance required. Chime card on-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Results may vary. See chime.com for details and applicable terms.
The Subaru Share the Love event is on from November 20th to January 2nd. For 18 years, Subaru and its retailers have supported over 2,700 local charities through the Share the Love event. When you purchase or lease a new vehicle during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru and its retailers will make a minimum $300 donation to charity. Visit Subaru.com/share to learn more.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay, our holiday you're saving.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. This season, enjoy spacious, comfortable rooms and friendly service when you book with Hilton instead. Hilton for the stay.
This is Jason Momoa, and I'll be your finance professor today. Welcome to Banking Smarter 101 with Chime. Bam! First lesson, sign up for Chime and set up direct deposit. You'll be joining millions of members banking fee-free. Second lesson, get cash back on eligible purchases while building credit and a higher APY on your savings. That's how you bank smarter this season. Fa-la-la-la-la, class dismissed. Join Chime today.
Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and a secure Chime Visa credit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. Members FDIC. Optional services and products may have fees or charges. Details at chime.com/fees info. With a qualifying direct deposit, earn 1.5% cash back on eligible secure Chime Visa credit card purchases. On-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Results may vary. APY means annual percentage yield. Learn about credit building and more at chime.com.
This episode is brought to you by... Oops! I've got a box of Cheez-It crackers staring at me, and I just wanted that irresistible cheesy crunch. Sorry, that was a total snacksident. What was I supposed to be talking about? So salty, so crunchy, so cheesy. Whoops! Lost my train of thought. I've heard of brain freeze, but brain cheese? I'll just have one more Cheez-It cracker, and then I'll get back to it.
You are listening to The Agenda with Amin Elhassan and Tom Haberstroh.
Is the Jokic news good news or is it bad news? Is it a win or a loss? Not to go on debate TV here, but it feels like there's a lot of spinning going on about whether this is a good thing or a bad thing. And ultimately, I have to ask you guys what your opinion is. Good injury, bad injury?
All injuries are bad. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Old take.
But some injuries are more bad than others.
Oh.
Okay.
Relativity.
Little Animal Farm for you guys. George Orwell, pick up a book.
I mean, I went to Caltech, and that's the best explanation of relativity that I've ever heard.
Science! Injuries are bad. I saw Law Murray tweet out 15 games, perhaps. 15 games for a guy who's been very durable throughout his career.
But I mean, there's so many things we have to unpack here, okay? Because
who's framing it as good news?
So for those who are living under a rock, Jokic had to leave Monday night's game after a teammate fell into his foot. He hyperextended his knee and he started writhing on the ground, grabbing his knee and limped off the floor. It looked bad. Potentially, if you're watching it, you would worry about an ACL injury or ligament damage.
You might have tweeted brutal or prayers up. Prayer hand emojis. That's how NBA Twitter does it, right?
Really hasn't been any brutal out there right now.
No brutals?
No brutals, which lends me to believe it's actually a good injury. This is actually good news. Shams Charania this morning tweeted out at 11:28 Eastern, just in, Denver Nuggets Nikola Jokic has been diagnosed with a hyperextension in his left knee and will miss at least 4 weeks. An immense sigh of relief as tests show the 3-time NBA MVP's knee ligaments are intact. Okay, so thank you to Jeff Stotts and Brian Sutterer, longtime truth tellers.
Oh, they're the best.
Friends of the program have illuminated us on the term hyperextension.
Yeah.
That is a description of the action that is not a diagnosis. And so the Denver Nuggets then tweeted out, injury update. Nikola Jokic suffered a left knee hyperextension injury during last night's game at the Miami Heat. Nikola will be reevaluated in 4 weeks. This is different, okay? Reevaluated in 4 weeks suggests that he's not going to be out for 4 weeks. So I think he might be out for 6 weeks or something around there. Brian Sutterer, in these cases, has mentioned that there's a ramp-up period of usually 1 to 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
If he's out 5 to 6 weeks because of this injury, there's a lot of implications here.
I've got a report here for you. There are a lot of prayer hands, prayers up, prayers for Jokic, lots of tweets. Brutal? I think you might be right. The only brutal I've seen in my cursory search here on Twitter is a tweet that says, it took Nikola Jokic getting injured for the Nuggets to put Deron Holmes on the court. Brutal.
Is that brutal for Deron Holmes or for Nikola Jokic?
Yeah, it is brutal. That is brutal.
I think that's more about Deron Holmes because this guy who's watching the Nuggets play fucking put Holmes in the game. What are you doing? Ooh, if they put Holmes in.
Finally. Brutal.
If he limped off the floor and it was diagnosed with like a meniscus injury and he was out 4 to 6 weeks, I think you get a lot of brutals out there, but there's no brutals on this.
No. Tom, torn ACL, brutal.
Brutal, yeah.
Achilles, brutal.
No, we've gotten brutal for less.
We've gotten brutal for less?
Much less. Much less.
We've gotten brutal for guys who came back and played in the same game. A guy falls down, grabs his knee, everyone's brutal. Fourth quarter, he's back out there.
It seems like Shams' tweet was anticipating the brutality.
Yes.
It's anticipating a worst case scenario. So, because we don't have a brutal situation, it's an immense sigh of relief. That's the brutality leaving the body.
You open up your third eye here. You got to frame everything as a worst case scenario. You disseminate the information. It creates a narrative. It creates a lens through which we are supposed to see this injury. This is awful. And then you follow it up with a little bit of good news. All of a sudden, a month and a half sounds like a vacation.
Relativity.
Caltech.
Wasn't it weird last night when they said he was questionable to return? So in your theory of relativity, didn't they kind of whiplash between the two?
No.
If you're trying to frame this as he could be out for the year, it could be a catastrophic injury, as Shams said.
Mm-hmm.
In his follow-up tweet, he said Denver avoided a catastrophic injury Monday night.
Yeah.
It just feels like if you're thinking about this third eye open, wouldn't they immediately rule them out, leak out some information that this could be a season ender, and then come in today with a great news, huge sigh of relief? You think that's wind coming out of Miami? No, it's everyone breathing sighs of relief all at the same time from the Denver organization.
Tom, you're not thinking about the game within the game. You have to think four-dimensionally here.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that is the messaging. And yes, that is the success we seek for our overarching path. But there's a game still to be played and to be won or lost, perhaps, in Miami. So you don't want the Heat to be like, he's done for. Let's wipe him off the floor. You got to put that uncertainty. He could come back, you know. He never gets hurt. He could come back.
Oh.
Now, as luck would have it, didn't happen. Heat whooped their ass anyway. But got to go through the motions, and they went through the motions for the purpose of that game. Once they knew this is over, now what we got? We got this guy could be seriously hurt. Catastrophic injury, indeed. And then the next morning, never mind, guys. It's all right. Now it's all right. to be out 15 games. The Nuggets have 4 sets of back-to-backs in January, I believe. 4.
Well, we've seen hyperextension injuries where they come back sooner than they think. And remember, hyperextension is not a diagnosis. What we're trying to figure out is whether there's a bone bruise or ligament damage. And Shams' tweet says all ligaments are intact.
Doesn't mean that they're not damaged. It means that there are no ruptures.
Correct.
You can get a strain, which is when the ligament is pulled out of its normal range of motion. Well, hyperextension would do that. But if there's no tear, technically they're intact, even though they're not all good.
It might not be brutal for Jamal Murray because Jamal Murray is looking for his first All-Star appearance. And right now, if you got your third eye open, maybe Jokic is like, you know what? I want Jamal to finally get in the All-Star game. And so I'm going to miss a lot of time to show how good he is and he can juice up his stats a little bit because Jamal Murray is the only healthy starter on this team now.
Well,
and it will end the craziest streak in NBA history is that Jokic has never played with an All-Star. Never.
Yeah.
Not one player has made the All-Star team next to Nikola Jokic in his career.
A current All-Star, yeah.
Correct. The All-Star game is one thing that Jokic might not be named to, but also All-NBA or MVP because the NBA has this rule that you have to play 65 games in order to be eligible for all league awards. And MVP falls into this category as well as All-NBA falls into this category.
It's a dumb rule. Let's go ahead and say it.
It's a dumb rule.
Jokic was due, Tom. You can't be healthy every year. You can't qualify for the awards every year. He's being generous. He's making some space for some other people.
This is him giving back the first MVP award that he won.
Oh, wow.
Which I thought he played well that season, but he wasn't the MVP.
The conservation of trophies? You think Embiid deserved it over Jokic a couple years ago?
That year?
I don't think he's net positive on undeserved MVPs. I think he's net negative, actually. So the conservation of trophies, I would say he might actually deserve more. He's not giving it back.
Can't give it back.
Let's say he misses 18 games and he plays 64. He's averaging 30 points a game, 11 assists, and 12 rebounds, but won't be All-NBA.
He's leading the league in rebounding and assists. That's the stat right there. That might be number 2 in my all-time. That's a crazy-ass stat.
Oh, and he's shooting 60, 40, 90.
Number 2, because number 1 is still Steph Curry's unanimous MVP season. Everyone talks about the shooting, the scoring, whatever. Even the limited amount of minutes he played per game because he sat out so many fourth quarters. Nope, that's not the craziest thing. The craziest thing about that year is that he led the league in steals. He was number 1 in steals per game. No one ever talks about that shit. That's the insanity, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, leading the league in rebounding and assists and not going to be eligible for any award, that sucks.
There's that. There's also All-Star because of Team World. Team World needs a minimum of 8 players, and it's going to get interesting.
Somebody is going to get a nice little bonus for making an All-Star team. Let me see if I can count who the 8 are.
All right.
Luka.
It's Luka, Giannis, Shea.
Victor.
Markkanen,
Josh Giddey,
Avdia,
Şengün.
Jokic would have been in it, but because he's injured, he might not make it to All-Star, which opens the door. Samdor, Serbia, instead of Samdor open.
Okay.
For his teammate Jamal Murray, Canadian.
Yep, there it is. What if that was the only way that he was ever going to be an All-Star? Jokic had to give it to him, literally.
Is Spencer Jones the inside actor here? I'm going to fall into Jokic so that Jamal Murray can make the All-Star team?
I've got more All-Star questions, by the way. Norman Powell, Jamaican national team player.
This is going to get crazy. OG Anunoby, British.
Karl Anthony Towns actually said, when I was a rookie, they put me on the U.S. team, and I said, what was that about? I'm Dominican. Hey, everyone thought this world thing was going to be easy. I don't know.
Man, it's just brutal. Hashtag brutal.
Yeah.
No matter how you slice it, you spin it, it's brutal.
No, I slice it like my buddy Shams. This is a massive sigh of relief.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vosges.
Rated E for everyone. Includes in-game purchases. Includes random items. EA Sports FC 26 is here. Play your way this holiday season with an overhauled gameplay experience powered by community feedback. Enjoy festive upgrades in Ultimate Team with Winter Wildcards. Take on holiday-themed challenges and manage your career, like navigating the busy Christmas period. And team up with friends and clubs with new tournaments and live events. The club is yours. Give the gift of football with EA Sports FC 26.
Walmart Business is in the business of saving you time, money, and hassle. Whether your business started in a garage or is a garage, Walmart Business has the tools to help you get where you're going. Tools like free shipping, multi-user accounts, and just about any item your company needs.
Even a double filtration cyclone dust collector.
Yep, even that.
Sweet.
Walmart Business. It's the Walmart you love. Now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com. Terms apply.
Get smarter about women's sports with She's Not Next, She's Now, a new podcast series from The Gist of It. She's Not Next, She's Now dives into the women's sports and leagues shaping the future right now. Enjoy real conversations with players, executives, and fans across the fastest growing women's sports. Each episode breaks down how these leagues started, where they stand today, and what comes next. It's clear, thoughtful coverage that goes deeper than headlines without the noise. Listen to She's Not Next, She's Now from The Gist of It wherever you get your podcasts. That's She's Not Next, She's Now on the Gist of It feed.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's coverage of the NBA?
You ever wonder about what they're hiding?
The stories that don't fit the agenda.
Do you want the truth? Do you think you can handle it? Welcome to Basketball Illuminati.
I'm Tom Haberstroh.
And I'm Amin Elhassan.
With over 2 decades of experience navigating the shadowy depths of the NBA,
we'll peel back the curtain and show you how the hidden cabal really operates.
Are you ready to be enlightened?
Basketball Illuminati podcast.
Join the illumination and keep your third eye open.
We have not had a brutal year at Basketball Illuminati.
It's been a good year.
It's been a good year for us. Maze, what would you say is the best episode of the year? Peek behind the curtain, you look under the hood, you open the door, and what do you see as our best episode of the year, Maze?
Well, the most brutal episode was the Uncle Dennis system when Fred VanVleet tore his ACL in the offseason. And then we brought on Bruce Arthur of the Toronto Star to talk to us about Uncle Dennis and the Toronto Raptors negotiations. That was a great episode.
That was a great episode. That was when we learned that Uncle Dennis made very unabashed requests that, when put into the context of the aspiration things we discovered there, sounds right on track for him to ask for things specifically. He wants the money. He just doesn't want to have to do anything for it. That was a banger by Bruce Arthur. Can I bring up something that maybe didn't wow everybody? It wasn't big time news, but it was one of my favorites.
Your personal all-NBA?
All Basketball Illuminati list. Adam Silver talking about We Run Leagues.
I was just thinking about that.
That was a really good episode, man. Diving into the whys and the hows of an NBA Europe. And Adam Silver very casually let everybody know, yeah, we run leagues. This is what we do.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Not 1, not 2. Not 3, not 4, multiple leagues being run by Adam Silver. And every time he gives a press conference, we get another little breadcrumb on the trail towards NBA Europe. We're getting closer by the day, and they run leagues.
Another good one. It was also guest driven. We had the lawyer from Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
Break down the conspiracy theory that the Luka trade was all to gear up for a Mavericks move from Dallas to Las Vegas, where the Adelsons are based out of, right? Sands has all these properties. I love that because it is the story that made me open my third eye immensely. The NBA seems hell-bent on getting a team to Vegas, but the economics of Vegas do not make sense as a destination for the NBA because of the number of competing facilities, and all of these facilities basically operate under the auspices of, I'll operate at a loss because I know you're just going to walk into my casino and give it all back anyway. And so the only way you could do it in Vegas is if a casino owner owned the team, but the casino owners in Vegas that own a team play in Dallas. So what if you move the Mavericks to Vegas, but then you gave Dallas the expansion team?
The old switcheroo.
The old switcheroo.
Yeah, shout out to Chris Cradaville.
That was great.
For his dedicated work to the Illumination.
Thank you, honorary lawyer of the Illumination, our legal team.
Counsel, general counsel. He's the one that told us about all the local politics, about them putting up for vote and it getting shot down every single time.
How about word of the years? We had pageantry.
Oh, yeah.
We had physicality.
Physicality was a big one for the playoffs, yep.
Every time I hear physicality mentioned, my third eye opens.
Is Brutal in there too?
Oh, yeah.
Brutal's a Hall of Famer. Brutal's always there.
Didn't we also have optionality?
Optionality was one, yeah.
Momentum.
Momentum.
Positive position. A late entrance into the glossary here.
Right at the buzzer.
If you guys had to do The Final Four, the Mount Rushmore of the year. Do you put Nico Harrison up there, or do you put Luka Doncic up there? Is Nico the story more than Luka?
Luka had those skinny Luka stuff too. And he just had the Nike commercial.
By the way, not looking so skinny anymore. I don't know if you guys noticed, Luka, have you been watching?
He's back.
It's amazing.
He's back.
I was in great shape until I had to go play basketball.
Oh, no.
And then it all fell apart for me.
I think this is the year of Nico. I think his 9-month saga, right in the heart of the year.
It's got to be Nico.
He gave us so many quotables. Defense wins championships.
Now you see the vision.
And don't forget, the Kyrie injury and the Anthony Davis trade, Nico was behind it all.
It's all Nico.
Don't forget about the stairs.
Oh, the stairs.
The secret exit from the crowd.
He's the gift that keeps on giving, honestly.
He started as a behind-the-scenes shadowy presence, and then he became a main character.
He did.
That's the Illuminati at its finest. Malik Beasley.
Oh, man. How about Malik Beasley?
Haven't heard his name mentioned in a minute, but he's up there.
How about me in the middle of that episode realizing, holy shit, I don't think he did it. We're doing this episode. We're having these conversations. Our third eyes are open, and I'm starting to put the 2 and 2 together. I'm like, I don't think he did it. I think they thought he would do it. And by they, I'm talking, of course, the saga of Moose.
Oh, yeah.
And Amar. And all those guys over there.
When we had Pablo on to recap our show, that was one of my favorite, if not my favorite episode of the year. Because I wasn't in person, for that episode. So we taped kind of remotely. And then we never unpacked our performance, right? We never had the post-game press conference until we did it for Basketball Illuminati. And Pablo, you and I, we could actually think about how crazy that episode was. I mean, Moose answered the phone.
Yeah.
That was nuts.
What was the thing you said, Tom? How are you doing on this fine Tuesday?
Fine Tuesday.
How are you doing on this fine Tuesday?
That's up there with physicality and pageantry.
Fine Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
This fine Tuesday.
So you don't know who Amar Awade is? No.
No. It's the way he would say no.
No.
You want to give an ass on award. He didn't even do the Amar.
Who?
I don't think. Who? Say that name? Nah, man.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
He just said, no.
Because you guys are Facebook friends. No.
I got a good one. This is one that I really enjoyed. I felt like I was the one that debunked this thing for everyone else. When the so-called columnist for the Chicago Tribune wrote this whole piece about how Michael Jordan is coming back to do NBC because he wants to set the record straight, and he thinks the discourse about generations and all that stuff gotten out of hand, and he really enjoys today's game, and he wants to be conciliatory. And so many people ran with it on TV shows and podcasts and all that stuff, and I was the only one that said, I've never heard of you, bro. I read the whole thing, and it doesn't sound real, but it doesn't sound outlandish either, and it wasn't until I got to the end, and he had the little italicized bio, is a columnist for the Chicago Tribune who's been covering the NBA for the last 15 years. And that's when I was like,
boom.
Bullshit, bro.
That's your best sleuthing work of the year, for sure. That was unbelievable.
You know what I felt like? I felt like the scene in Inglourious Bastards where he orders the 3 and he holds up the 3, not the way they do it in Germany, but like the other way or whatever. That's what I felt. I was like, hold on, man. 15 years? I don't know you, man. And then I did the Googling and I found out the only mention of that name in the Chicago Tribune was an obituary for a woman who had the same name. That was a peak for me this year.
Here's a couple of my heroes of the year.
Okay.
Jonathan Kuminga, still in the saga.
What did we talk about Jonathan Kuminga?
Just in general.
The general Jonathan Kuminga.
Remember when he took all summer to not sign a contract and then caved and gave him a team option? That was fun.
And then ended up not playing.
Remember at the beginning of the year when he was on the bench and not in the rotation and there was drama? And then remember at the end of the year when he was not in the rotation and on the bench and there was drama? That was fun.
Ooh, we forgot about another word of the year, accountability.
And who's going to take accountability for forgetting accountability, Tom? Is it you?
I need to apologize. I wasn't holding myself accountable.
It's Tom's fault.
That's what we do here on Basketball Illuminati is we hold the powers accountable. And sometimes you got to look in the mirror and say, geez, that is a nice hat, Tom. Where did you get that? Shouts to Eric Ajapong for giving me this hat. I asked him, hey, where do you get your hats? He sent me a few for Christmas.
Really?
I got it in the mail yesterday.
It's a good look for you.
He did the thing where he was like, hey, can I get your address? And I was thinking, oh, it's Christmas card season, like he's sending me, a holiday card, right? Nope, he was sending me hats. So shout out to you, Eric?
Way to turn an accountability bit into you look at me Louieing about Eric sending you hats.
Look at me,
Well done.
Some of us need to hold our Count the Dings accountable by promoting that we have our co-host for Pack Your Knives, Eric Ajapong, sending me stuff. And if you haven't listened, you should go listen to Pack Your Knives, our show that we recap Top Chef. And Eric Ajapong is part of the Illumination as well.
I'll take accountability for something.
What's that?
I wish we had spent more time with curious Michael Porter Jr. I don't think we properly documented his legendary podcast run during the offseason. That was one of the most unprecedented string of appearances any NBA player's ever had.
I'll tell you why we didn't. I know why we didn't. Looking back now, I too feel that, oh man, I wish we had. It was everywhere. And people were all piling on. And I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be piled on, but I like that our podcast treads the path less taken.
Right.
And sometimes something is just too big. Like the biggest things we cover in the agenda, and that's about it, man. If two eyes are capturing everything about Michael Porter Jr., what's the third eye going to do?
I think that's what makes our show so great. I mean, is that we won't run with a Michael Porter Jr. story until we have it. And I think that's where we're laying low in the weeds a little bit, Maze. Once he gets traded to a team and then it becomes this huge story, we'll be able to do the Illuminati work on it. Henry Abbott taught us this at ESPN. Don't worry, hold the story. There will be a time when it'll become relevant again and you want to strike while it's hot. So I feel like we're holding the Michael Porter Jr. stuff, our best stuff on Michael Porter Jr. for when it's going to hit the main stage.
Well, he's not holding it. He's letting it all fly. Shots on the court, takes off the court.
Nah, definitely. Even like the organization, like we've just had conversations, you know, that they would appreciate if I stayed clear of certain topics. But for the most part, I'm chilling. I'm not trying to say nothing crazy no more.
I didn't realize there was an episode that Waz and Zach did, our executive producer, about player podcasts ruining teams. Paul George, Draymond Green, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. I would say this.
I didn't realize that Byron Scott has a podcast.
Hey, he's got a great podcast.
I had no idea.
He gets great guests, and they tell great stories.
He's still on the Clippers staff, right?
Byron Scott?
Yeah.
You know about Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw is on the Clippers staff.
Oh, that's who I'm thinking.
B. Scott, Clippers, I think he'd rather dunk himself into gasoline and light himself on fire.
You're right. That's a bad call by me. Put that one on the best of 2025.
The last episode they had one of the kids that was in Coach Carter. And he told the story about the scene where they're all in this mansion in a pool and they're getting drunk. And then Coach Carter walks in and he says, "Get out of that pool, da, 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 da." The guy says that shit was all real, meaning they were really drunk. And the scene was shot at a mansion that they rented. But there were two stipulations. One, no one gets in the pool or the hot tub. And two, no one enters the master bedroom.
Oh, no.
The kids end up getting drunk for real, and they start partying, and all these girls that are extras or whatever, like, well, fuck it, let's party, whatever. And then midway through, the guys take off their clothes, and they run and they jump into the pool because they're drunk. And so when Samuel walks in, "Get your ass out that pool," that wasn't him acting. That was him serious because they were ruining the shot. And it ends with the kid coming out of the master bedroom on the balcony, and he gets yelled at too. That is one of the greatest, this shit was actually real stories I've ever heard. Shout out to B. Scott, man. Great podcast.
Not to be confused with B. Shaw.
Not B. Shaw, no.
I feel like I want to give a shout out to our YouTube channel. We started publishing on YouTube for Basketball Illuminati, so giving a shout out to those who are watching us on YouTube. Tell your friends. And if you didn't know, we are on YouTube, so go check us out. Basketball Illuminati on YouTube. Mace, anything else?
Well, it's so fascinating that both of you guys have conveniently forgotten about the biggest story of the year. Just like Adam Silver drew it up, everybody's moved on. They want to talk about Kawhi Leonard's 55-point career high. They don't want to talk about aspiration and the trees that were never planted and Steve Ballmer and his under-the-table dealings with Uncle Dennis. No one wants to talk about that. That's so convenient that we're closing out 2025 with our third eyes slammed shut.
Did you guys see that the tree that Pablo planted got uprooted and taken, so they went back and they planted another tree?
Iron Man.
And they decorated it with Christmas decorations?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, Pablo was like, in the interest of having a green footprint,
yeah,
carbon neutral footprint, they did not plug in the Christmas lights because They didn't want to run electricity, but they invited people to, you know what? I mean, next time you're in LA, you gotta do some intrepid reporting and go to the site.
I gotta go to the tree. I gotta pay homage to the tree.
I want to give a shout out to all our guests and all our listeners, and especially you, Maze, for producing this crazy show that we do.
No.
It's a lot of editing and weaving in guests and all the gags that we do. Thanks so much, Maze.
Thanks for taking accountability and thanking me. I appreciate that.
At least one of us does it, you know.
Oh, well,
Let's carry this momentum right into next year, 2026. It won't be backcourt violation because we didn't ever establish positive position.
On this fine Tuesday.